Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole war chant is going full throat. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Razorbacks will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Coming out with it, it's Ocha. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Florida State Seminoles offense takes the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. It's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Noles can really attack on this second and short. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot. Get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a lead.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. And the Seminoles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They go 83 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. Receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Scanning the field, it's Green. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the... middle of the field, nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. Force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Open this drive and snap it from the 44.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's White. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
I really like this slot receiver. And I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off-play action on first down. Right down the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Stanford. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the defense suffocating this offense. They were ready for it. Nice job of getting them on the ground, making a tackle. Here we go. This offense is trying to do something, trying to get some momentum, right back on the ball, running the no-huddle.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Avoids pressure. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
He's going to throw deep right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The sure hands, it's White. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's McCoy. Turning it on. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Finds a little space. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Noles will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
The offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To the air, it's Green. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Arkansas! Once he got some room, it was over.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He's got him this time. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Snags it over the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise, we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Still looking on the move. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw. It's Green. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It'll be third and long. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll get rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's White. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Keeps it on the draw.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run day coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Pittman. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but given 10 yards and the first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they regain the lead. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Green. The screen, he can go. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
Going for the big play. He's got him on the right side. Great job by the receiver to get the foot down. The Razorbacks love to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big plays up top.
No doubt. It makes me commit more to the ground game, bring more guys down. I'm more willing to play man coverage on the outside, and then in turn, if the QB can make plays down the field, make strikes, get on the same page as the receiver, it can create some huge plays for this Arkansas offense.
And the Razorbacks in the hurry up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The Razorbacks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Grab near the marker is White. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action. And they
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Fires to the middle. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits it in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. FIU has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 19 to Stanford. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He's going up top. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, no! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Green. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. The defense playing accordingly, now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, not a space. It's a seam wide open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown Seminoles! And the beatdown has ensued. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The give to the left side. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Green. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Under fire. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away.